All right, so this week, let's do a deep dive into something I'm sure is on everyone's mind right now.
Okay.
Cyber Monday, that online shopping frenzy right after Thanksgiving.
Right.
We're going to be looking at excerpts from this University of Texas Permian Basin article
Okay.
that really breaks down the history and the impact of Cyber Monday, this modern shopping phenomenon.
It really is interesting how Cyber Monday, you know, it started as this kind of catchy term,
Yeah.
and now it's this global event
Hmm.
bringing in billions of
It
dollars.
really is. So before we get into the impact,
Sure.
let's rewind a bit. How did this whole Cyber Monday thing even get started?
Well, you might be surprised to hear that the term Cyber Monday was actually coined pretty recently, back in 2005.
Oh, wow.
The National Retail Federation noticed a trend. Online sales were way higher on the Monday after Thanksgiving,
Okay.
and so they decided to capitalize on that and give it a name.
So it wasn't like some big master plan or something. It
Right.
was more like they stumbled upon a pattern and decided to run with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there was some hesitation at first about whether or not it would stick. At that point, online shopping wasn't as mainstream as it is today.
Right. I can imagine. I remember back then, like, ordering anything online felt like a big deal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And get this, they even considered calling it Black Monday
Oh, wow.
to keep with that whole Black Friday theme.
Oh, that probably would have backfired.
Can you imagine?
Especially since Black Monday is already associated with that stock market crash in the 80s.
Right. They definitely dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
So good thing they went with Cyber Monday.
Yeah, for sure.
So once the name was out there, how did retailers and consumers respond?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Did retailers immediately jump on board, or did it take a while for them to catch on?
Well, retailers were pretty quick to recognize the potential of it, and they started offering all these special promotions and discounts exclusively for Cyber Monday.
Okay, to lure shoppers in.
Exactly.
And what about the shoppers? Were they eager to embrace this new online shopping day, or were they hesitant to kind of stray from that traditional in-store Black Friday experience?
It seemed like shoppers were more than ready to ditch those long lines in crowded malls.
Yeah.
They loved the convenience of shopping from home,
Right.
especially after, a weekend of battling Black Friday crowds.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can definitely relate to that. So how did Cyber Monday impact the world of online shopping? I mean, this was all before online shopping became the norm, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
This was still the early days of e-commerce, and Cyber Monday played a key role in shaping how we shop online today.
Okay.
It legitimized online shopping in a way. It showed both retailers and consumers that this was a viable and convenient way to buy pretty much anything.
So Cyber Monday wasn't just a one-day shopping event. It was like a turning point for the entire retail industry.
Right.
But how did it evolve from there? What were those major milestones that turned Cyber Monday into this giant it is today?
One of the most significant turning points was the 2008 recession.
The recession. That's interesting. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have immediately connected those two things. How did the recession actually impact Cyber Monday?
Well, think about it. With people tightening their budgets and looking for ways to save money, Cyber Monday became even more attractive. It offered a chance to snag deals without the added expense of gas and travel,
Right.
and without the pressure of impulse buys in a store.
So it became more than just a convenient option. It was almost like a necessity for some shoppers.
Precisely. And that's when we saw a real surge in Cyber Monday's popularity. In fact, that year, Amazon became the most visited retail website on Cyber Monday. Not surprising.
Not at all. But it wasn't just Amazon that benefited, was it?
You're absolutely right. The success of Cyber Monday really had a ripple effect across the entire retail landscape.
Yeah.
Other big retailers like Walmart started catching on, and they started offering their own competitive online deals.
It's amazing how one day dedicated to online shopping could shake up the entire retail industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that shift led to another major change.
Yeah.
Cyber Monday started to expand beyond just Monday.
Okay.
And suddenly we had Cyber Week,
Oh, yeah.
with deals extending throughout the entire week.
Cyber Week.
Yes.
That week-long test of our willpower and our budget.
Exactly. So from a catchy name to a full-blown week-long shopping extravaganza, it seems like Cyber Monday has become very ingrained in our culture.
It definitely has.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that impact, especially those record-breaking sales we've been seeing in recent years.
Let's get into the numbers.
Perfect. Now, before we do that for our listener, we're going to take a quick break.
Sounds good. Yeah, you're right about those record-breaking sales.
Yeah.
Like in 2020,
Okay.
Cyber Monday raked in $10.8 billion.
Wow, that's billion with a B. I mean, what drove that kind of surge in spending? Was it simply the pandemic, like pushing everyone towards online shopping?
Well, pandemic was a huge factor, no doubt.
Yeah.
Lockdown, social distancing, it made online shopping the safer and more convenient choice for a lot of people. But the article points out there's more to it than just the pandemic.
Okay.
Have you heard of the golden hours of retail?
Is that like prime time for shopping when everyone's glued to their screens?
Exactly. And in 2020, those peak hours were between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
And get this, during those 4 hours, consumers were spending $12 million
Wait, per minute?
per minute.
That's crazy. So what were people buying in such a frenzy?
Well, the article lists things like hoverboards, headphones, big screen TVs,
Oh, okay.
all those things that make you feel like you're treating yourself after a tough year.
I can definitely relate to that. But it's not just about the deals, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's like a psychological element at play here, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The article calls it FOMO. The fear of missing out.
Oh, yeah.
Spend all week researching products, comparing prices, and then Cyber Monday arrives with these limited time deals flashing before your eyes.
It's like a pressure cooker for shoppers.
Yeah.
Suddenly that new gadget feels like a must-have before it disappears.
Exactly. That fear of missing out makes us want to be part of the trend snag, that amazing deal before anyone else.
Yeah.
And retailers know how to play on that feeling.
It's a pretty clever strategy. So we've got the pandemic driving us online. We've got FOMO fueling our impulse buys.
Right.
But I'm curious, the article also mentions these other shopping events that are emerging.
Yeah.
Are any of those starting to rival Cyber Monday?
There are definitely some contenders.
Okay.
Like you've got Small Business Saturday, which encourages people to support their local shops. And then there's Giving Tuesday, which is all about giving back to charities in the community.
Those are fantastic initiatives. But I'm guessing the real competitor to Cyber Monday is Amazon's Prime Day, right?
You got it. Prime Day has become this massive 2-day shopping event that's really shaken things up.
Yeah.
Online sales during Prime Day have actually surpassed Cyber Monday, exceeding $11 billion in recent years.
So is Cyber Monday on its way out? Will it eventually become a thing of the past replaced by these newer events?
That's a great question, and it's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
The e-commerce landscape is constantly changing.
Uh-huh.
But Cyber Monday does have some advantages.
Okay.
It's a well-established tradition at this point, almost like a ritual that marks the start of the holiday shopping season.
It's become as much a part of the holidays as decorating the tree or having that awkward family dinner.
Exactly. And another point, Cyber Monday is still a major sales driver for a wide range of retailers,
Okay.
not just Amazon.
Right.
It's a day when shoppers know they can find deep discounts across all kinds of products.
So even with the rise of Prime Day and other events, Cyber Monday still holds a special place in shoppers' hearts
Absolutely.
and their wallets.
But here's the thing to remember. Cyber Monday is more than just a shopping event.
Okay.
It symbolizes a bigger shift in how we shop.
You mean how we've gone from battling crowds in malls to browsing deals in our pajamas on the couch?
Exactly. Cyber Monday was a catalyst for that shift,
Yeah.
and its success shows just how much online shopping has changed our habits.
So what does the future hold for Cyber Monday in this evolving world of e-commerce?
Well, the article offers some insight into that. It mentions that e-retail revenues in the U.S. are projected to reach a staggering $5.4 trillion by 2022.
Okay, so we're talking massive numbers here.
Massive.
What does that tell us about the future of events like Cyber Monday?
Well, it suggests that online shopping is going to continue to grow.
Okay.
And as e-commerce keeps evolving, so will events like Cyber Monday.
So they might adapt, they might change, but they're not going away anytime soon.
Exactly. They'll continue to be key moments in the retail calendar, driving billions in sales with each concentrated burst of shopping frenzy.
It sounds like it's important for shoppers to be aware of these trends and how they might influence our shopping habits.
Absolutely. Whether it's Cyber Monday Prime Day or some new shopping event that pops up, the digital marketplace is constantly evolving.
Right.
It's fascinating to see how it unfolds.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, from the origins of Cyber Monday to its evolution and the impact it's had on e-commerce.
Yeah. We've explored how it's transformed from a catchy marketing term into a global phenomenon driven by everything from convenience to FOMO to a pandemic-fueled shift to online shopping.
And we've seen how Cyber Monday has paved the way for a future where trillions of dollars are spent online, shaping the future of retail as we know it.
It's a truly fascinating story,
Yeah.
and one that's still being written.
Before we wrap things up, our expert has a thought-provoking question for us to consider as we navigate this ever-changing e-commerce landscape.
Yeah, it really does make you think.
It makes you think about the future of shopping. I mean, I love the ease of online shopping,
Sure.
but there's still something about browsing a physical store, touching the products, experiencing them in person.
Yeah, there's like a tangible sensory element to that kind of shopping
Yeah.
that's really hard to replicate online.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between reading a recipe and actually tasting the dish.
Right. And let's not forget the human element.
Oh, yeah?
Talking to a knowledgeable salesperson, getting advice from a fellow shopper who's tried the product,
Mm-hmm.
you lose that personal touch in the digital world.
You make a great point.
Hmm.
But I don't think the future of retail has to be an either scenario.
Okay.
I think it's more likely to be a blend of both online and offline experiences.
Okay.
Taking the best of both worlds.
A hybrid approach.
Really?
Like a best of both worlds situation for shoppers.
Precisely.
Mm.
Imagine browsing a store's online catalog.
Oh.
You get personalized recommendations based on your preferences.
Okay.
And then you can head to the store to try things on time, test out the gadgets, or just soak up the atmosphere.
Or you could order something online
Yeah.
and then just swing by the store to pick it up.
Exactly.
No shipping hassles, no waiting around for deliveries.
Exactly. The goal is to create a seamless and personalized shopping experience.
Right.
That caters to a wide range of needs and desires.
That's where things get really exciting.
Yeah.
Because it's no longer just about convenience. It's about creating a memorable experience that engages the shopper on multiple levels.
Absolutely.
Ah.
Think about those innovative pop-up shops
Yeah.
and interactive retail concepts that are popping up everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They're blurring the lines between the online and offline worlds, creating a sense of community
Yeah.
and transforming shopping into something more exciting and engaging.
It's like they're turning shopping into an event, a
Exactly.
form of entertainment in itself.
I think that's the key to the survival of traditional retail.
Okay.
It's not about trying to compete head-to-head with the convenience of e-commerce.
Right.
It's about offering something unique, something valuable
Yeah.
that can't be replicated in the digital world.
Something that draws people in,
Exactly.
making them want to spend their time and money in a physical space.
Precisely.
Yeah.
That's the challenge,
Yeah.
but also the incredible opportunity for retailers as we move forward.
Well said. It looks like we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of Cyber Monday. But, as always, we're left with more questions than answers.
It seems like it.
We've explored the history, the evolution, the impact of this online shopping phenomenon.
We have.
But the future of retail is still unfolding before our eyes.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time.
So we encourage you, our listener, to keep thinking about these trends. How are they shaping your own shopping habits? What are the wider implications for our economy and our society as a whole?
Great questions to ponder.
And as always, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Definitely.
Feel free to connect with us on social media or leave a comment on our website.
We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration of Cyber Monday and its impact on the world of retail. We'll be back next time with another deep dive into the trends that are shaping our world.
Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.